Hello and welcome. I am Beetle92 and today we're going to be continuing our adventures as Ayuttaya in Europe Universalis 4. Right now we are going to war with a decent chunk of China for control of the South Chinese coast. Can we... Oh, that's outside of our supply range, so I don't think we can actually blockade that. Do we want to fight this fight right now? Yeah, that seems fine. Let's gather all of our troops together in one spot. Now, we do want to be aware of combat width. Our combat width right now is 24. This will reduce it by a quarter, so a quarter of 24 would be to 18. So we only want to send in probably 20 frontline regiments. Which means, so all the cannons, and then all the mercenaries. Since I do believe we have 14 mercenary regiments. And a lot of these are at half strength, but that's just the way it's gonna go. Yeah, that seems fine. 14, 7, and 9. We'll send our king in. And then as the war, or as the battle progresses, we will send in our reinforcing infantry. So probably about a week into it. Yeah, that seems fine. August 1st. We do have slightly less army morale than they do. We have the discipline bonus of neutral karma and our advisor, which will do a lot of work. Yeah, we're definitely going to need the reinforcing army, which will show up tomorrow. There we go. 42,000. Yi is even coming in, and I think he has a better general than we do. Awesome. I really like that event. Oh, shoot. That army could sink us. Oh, that army might sink us. I think we would have won if it wasn't for that army reinforcing. Come on, break. Break! If the front line breaks, we'll still win. Oh, it looks like they're breaking. No, tolerance to the true faith is fine. We don't need the missionary strength. Oh, okay, so our morale... Their morale is higher, but they don't have any soldiers left. Oh, yes! Excellent. Alright, so, a lot of casualties in that battle. Very costly battle. But if we can siege up Canton... So now the goal is just to get the siege of Canton. I think if we get the siege of Canton, we should be able to force a pretty good peace deal on them. Let's see if we can piece anyone else out. Shun is not interested. Qi is not quite interested. Wu is not quite interested. How is Wu's war exhaustion? Not bad. Not bad at all. Good, 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 good. Alright. So, we are... I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the cannons, and then all of the mercenary regiments. I don't want to spend my own manpower on this, so I'd rather spend mercenary manpower. And that should be more than good enough. Detach blockade, send it up there. So we'll just blockade these two sea tiles since that's all we can really get in range of. Is Ryukyu still independent? Yeah, it is. And hopefully this siege won't take too terribly long. This is draining our manpower reserves, though, I tell ya. We aren't going to be a military juggernaut for quite some time. I think eventually we are going to take quality ideas. Just because we also do, like, I have mixed feelings about the quality ideas. I think the 10% combat capability to all of your troops and the 5% discipline is very strong, but the inclusion of 3 naval ideas makes it kind of, if I'm playing as like a landlocked nation like Switzerland, I actually don't really want quality ideas. I'd rather go defensive and offensive. Because if you're not heavy in the naval game, then you just have 3 dead ideas. But since we are going to want, oh wow, look at that, 107-day siege. Go us. All right, what kind of peace deal can we get out of this? Well, we want Canton. Nah, they're not going to give us that. If we just want all of the southern coast provinces, demand exceeds war score. So that's a really expensive peace offer, actually. What's the development we're looking at here? 8, 11, 15, 27, yeah. So that is a fair amount of development. Not surprising. But I do think we want to try for that peace deal. And we don't really need to have these guys blockading anymore, so let's tell them to hunt enemy fleets in South China Sea. Are they going to get there in time? I don't think they are. Hardy seamen. It's always good to have hardy seamen. It's very important. Oh, yes. Excellent. Okay. Very, very good. And we'll send our troops there. Our vassals are dealing with the siege of Yi. Excellent. And let's go ahead and split our army into 2 pieces and try to let it recover. I do want to let our army reinforce before we continue any military actions. We're going to clean up Yue, occupy all their provinces, and then probably extend into Wu. And I'm hoping that doesn't take too terribly long for us to... Good. Too terribly long for us to wrap up the war. I mean, we should really go help out. Can we get there in time? June? Nah, it'll be done within a month. They have the Highland bonus. They don't really have anything else. They actually don't have the military tactics advantage. Yeah. Yeah, having Tech 9, I do think that is... Because Wu has Tech 9, and yeah, it's just Wu. So Wu is the country that is slowing this down the most. Can we... If we could piece them out separately. No, they won't take it. They're down to medium. And their war exhaustion is creeping. What's their blockade percentage? Only 24%. It's because they have a lot of really high development provinces up in the Yangtze Delta. Once we get ports in... I know once we have the port of Canton, that'll almost certainly be within range of our ships. Are they actually winning? That's pretty close. That 4-shock general is doing a lot of work for them. We got caught here, so let's go ahead and spend all of our remaining points on claims. Nice. Good to see these guys are doing work. I like the automated missions. I think they're really nice. They don't always work as well as they should, but in general, I think they are pretty good. Alright, that army has dared to enter the sovereign lands of Ayuttaya, so we're going to squish it. We are racking up some debt, but that's just how that goes. Ooh, do we want to gain mercantilism at the price of legitimacy? Yeah, I'd say so. We are eventually going to want a large part of our income to be from trade when we control the trade through the South China Sea to Bengal, and just kind of secure this region for ourselves. I do think eventually we're going to take expansion ideas. We'll probably do influence and then expansion. Just because I want to colonize Philippines, Taiwan. There's a lot of really good development here, and the other benefits. Diplomatic relations is okay. I don't really find myself running at the diplomatic relations cap most of the time. The global trade power and state maintenance and merchant are the things that really attract me to it. We're definitely going to want merchants. We might trade ideas eventually. But I think expansion will just really help us in the medium to long term with expanding our power. Where is this guy going? Chow Bang. Now that is Wu. That is the Wu army, so they're going to be a little bit stronger than they otherwise would be. That's UA trying to take back Canton. Not going to let that happen. I don't want to attack into them, but let's go ahead and garrison up the fort. No, we're going to be spending our admin points, so... I think they were trying to respond to that battle. No dice. And this army is probably strong enough that they can go siege down that province. And we'll just go ahead and wrap up on the rest of these here. How close are they? Still not very close. I do think... Ooh. Okay, they're close. They aren't willing to peace out yet, but they're very, very close. Shun, no. Ki, no. Yeah, their war exhaustion. We're seeing the benefits of this blockade strategy, that their war exhaustion is starting to creep up. And let's split this off and send it to each of these provinces, try to get that siege going. Where is my hunter fleet? Oh, all the way down here. I wish, I mean, you could just do this with patrols instead of the automated missions, but what I... Ooh. Okay. The enemy is making a concerted effort to break the blockade. So let's wait until March 3rd. And probably going to retreat. Yeah, we sank one of their galleys. We didn't lose any ships ourselves. So that's fine. I do think we could probably have taken that if we had had both of our navies linked up, but we didn't, so they were able to break the blockade there. Excellent. That was mostly our vassals doing. Send you there. We can't actually get there, so we'll just occupy Macau and Waichao. There is an army there. Now, is Wu... No, they're actually losing. So it's mostly that their military strength is failing them, is the reason that they want to peace out. Yeah, we'll just send our fleet up there. 9, 10, 15. We should be more than capable of winning that fight. Ah, they're running. Like a bunch of pansies, they're running away. Okay. 23rd, if we move, we get on the 20th. So we want to wait 4 days. Let's leave behind 1 regiment and send them down. This army is going to be quite late. There's nothing we can do about that. Okay. This fight might actually go poorly for us. We got those reinforcements in. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. It's the god dang Wu with their military tech 9. That should have registered in my initial calculations as being more important than it did. But they're willing to peace out, so let's peace them out now. Excellent. That significantly weakens the alliance we're facing. I think this will become a lot easier for us. Let's see if we can extract... Nope. That army is almost certainly going to die. But we'll send reinforcements. And how deep in the hole are we? Okay, so we need another 11,000. Again, a lot of that's going to be mercs, though. We did hire 14,000 mercs. Well, a lot of the mercs are actually at full manpower. And without UA, or Wu on their side, this fight should go a lot better. I say as we almost lose it. Nope, we're good. We paid the price of manpower, but we succeeded. And let's find out if anyone else is willing to peace out. No. And no. Okay. We'll blockade the rest of their provinces. Send off our sieging contingent. Our war exhaustion is getting quite high. Let's invest in better urban infrastructure. Yeah, that's reasonably high. That's reasonably high. I don't think we have that much to be concerned about in terms of revolt risk or anything like that. But that is reasonably high. And certainly once that siege succeeds, they will be willing to peace out for all this. We might choose to take more. I don't know. I might feed Liu Zhao to Yi, just to give them a little bit of extra land. No, I don't want your peace offer. Whatever you offer isn't going to be exactly what I want, so no. No thank you. The honest merchants of Ayuttaya. Oh man, we are... Oh, nice, we got that siege. Excellent. And they are willing to peace out. Good. Can we... Ooh, we can't separate peace him. Good, good, good. And we can't separate peace Key. That's fine. This will improve our bargaining position. Let's go ahead and do that, giving of the province to Yi, just to strengthen them a little bit and reduce how much we're having to personally core. We might actually want to give Ning Chao too. Ah, they actually would accept that. That's pretty funny. Now this might get most of southern China, or most of, China actually into a coalition against us, but I think that's nothing to be overly concerned about. And this is all, this should be territories. Yeah, this is the same area. That's a big area actually, Guangdong. And do we want to... Ha! They have their independence guaranteed by Liang. That is pretty silly. Pretty silly, I say. I really want to get Japan into an alliance. Or Manchu. I don't really want to get any alliances inside the Chinese states, but getting Japan, Korea, or Manchu into an alliance would be pretty useful to us, I think. Distance between borders is 32. Distance between borders is 24. So they're probably an easier target for that. And I would disband the mercenaries, except that we are going to immediately turn around and attack Ming. Now, actually, I'm thinking about it. If we attack Ming right now, Ming has cores in all these provinces, which would interrupt our coring. Maybe not the best idea. So we will disband the mercenaries. And since Canton has ludicrously high supply limit, we'll just park our armies in Canton. As well as drop our army maintenance down pretty sizably. We are spending a lot to root out corruption because we took all those provinces. The religion doesn't matter because it is a heretic religion and has -3 to unrest. And for those of you who don't know, that if you get tolerance of heretics or tolerance to heathens up to 3.0, then those provinces don't contribute any religious unrest. Religious unrest from provinces actually scales between 0 and +3, with the higher the number, the less unrest the province gives, or religious unity actually, religious unity. So the fact that these are at +3 means that they don't actually contribute any religious unity, which is why I'm not bothering to convert any of the Mahayana or Confucian lands that we own. Yes, demand a retrial. We want to try to get back to positive, or 0 is the goal, is the obvious goal. But -25 is the threshold that we really want to hit. Oh no, people are fabricating claims on us. Whatever shall we do? Can we not take this technology? We can. Why was it not showing to us? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. We had previously said that we weren't interested in taking administrative technology, and that just means that the game doesn't inform us any time that we are capable of taking out technology, or taking technology. So yeah, I think the next idea group we're going to take is influence, just to balance out, you know, administrative, military influence, and so we can flip over to a republic. That is my medium to long-term goal with this campaign, is to become a Buddhist republic in Southeast Asia. I think that is a very amusing set of circumstances. Do we have to worry about this? No, not particularly. As our overextension and war exhaustion comes down, that unrest will dissipate naturally. We fight the past, and the past fights back. They are coring their provinces like a good little vassal. Basai has declared war upon Malacca. This is actually good for us, because if they take Patani, then we'll have a claim on them, and we can attack them, and then just feed all of these provinces to Ligor. And let's check Ligor's Liberty Desire. Yeah, our diplomatic reputation, and the fact that they think they're about as powerful as us. They get the Rogue Nation penalty to us. That's really funny. So let's go ahead and improve relations with them, just so they don't make any fuss in the future. Human sacrifice. Yeah, let's pay the human sacrifice. And that does remove the -1 in Diplo rep. Sure, we'll take the administrative technology. Increases the number of states we can have. Were we getting close to hitting that limit? Oh, crap. Oh, that's my bad. That's my bad. So, with a little bit more diplomatic reputation, we could probably get Korea into an alliance with us. Okay. This won't, increasing the army maintenance right there, it won't decrease the amount of casualties and morale damage that we take, but it will actually increase the amount of morale damage that they take, and I really hope that we don't get squished. Oh, if we get squished, I'm going to be so upset. We did not get squished. Okay, good. And that is a fort, so they are going to have to take their sweet time with sieging it down, so not actually a problem there. Ah, Pasai didn't actually take Patani. That's so upsetting to me. We might have to take Patani directly. Good, good, good. We might have to take Patani directly just so we can fabricate claims on these provinces and continue the war, since our vassal doesn't seem to be interested in fabricating any claims. I really do want to have these provinces under, or this region, under a vassal and not administer it directly, but if our vassal is declining our generous offer, then we might have to do something about that. Now this is interesting. It says, from technology +5, despotic monarchy +5, base value +5, and government rank +5. But if we look here, it doesn't list getting more states. That's very interesting. Go ahead and march back and attack them. Yeah, and we're just going to be running a deficit, or a debt, for a while now. Oh, actually, we can stop running it now, which is pretty good. Now that's overextension. Oh, it's Canton. It's just Canton that's causing that overextension, and thus the corruption. Dali separatists are getting pretty close, but they just stopped. Excellent. Yes, and now with control of Canton and Haiphong here, we have pretty good control over the trade in Canton. In the Canton region, the South Chinese Charter. So we could, in theory, start funneling trade down to Malacca and through to Bengal, but we don't actually control the trade in Malacca at all. So I think our next step is going to be to declare war on... Oh! Guys, I just had a much better idea. Instead of using Ligor to feed all of our vassals, or to feed this land, we can just take Malacca. Because they have cores in all this. Alright. That's pretty awesome. I think we're just going to end up annexing Ligor. The Sunni land will be kind of a problem, but not that big a deal. Yeah, abolish tax. What's a little bit more debt between friends? We're just about to hit Tech 9 on military, which is great. Yeah, we've taken a loan. Let's go ahead and look at our buildings. See what we got available to us. Anything good? A temple there would give us a little bit of benefit. Ooh, 0.16. I like to look for... 0.10 is normally my cutoff. I don't build temples in provinces less than 0.10. 0.13 is pretty good. 0.16 is much better. Ooh. Really? 0.26, you say? Oh, it's because it's ivory. I see. You know, we do want to build a trade company here when we get the tech for it. Trade company plus workshop would give us a lot of money out of that province. Vijaya. Our truce with Wu has expired already. I think we will now split our army in half and go down and vassalize Malacca, since that war will be exceedingly simple. And I just realized that we never assigned our merchant fleet back to protect trade. That's definitely something we want to do, and we'll give it the leader. Yeah, protect trade in Siam. I mean, it's not like anyone's competing with with us for trade there, but why not? A military access from Key. No, thank you. No, we won't be converting any provinces. The Asian arquebusser. The adoption of firearms was rather slow in some areas of Asia, but gradually the bow began to give way. The arquebus was introduced during the 16th century and allowed infantry units a much higher rate of fire, though less accuracy. Interestingly, during the Sengoku Jidai in China, which was the period of civil war between all of the various daimyos, good use of the arquebusser, the early firearms that were actually produced in Asia, was very critical to determining the outcome of some very important battles. It's a very interesting time in history, and I suggest that if any of you like Asian history in general, go look up the Sengoku Jidai. We'll declare that war. And again, we're not actually going to conquer them directly, we're just going to vassalize them. And we definitely don't need to be at high army maintenance for this. And I am just going to leave the cannons. I mean, our vassal could take care of this this fight for us, but we might as well leave the cannons behind. Yeah, retrial. Now, the nice thing is, I think that by declaring war to return Malacca their cores, we will actually be gaining karma instead of losing it, which is a definite change in pace for us. And let's go ahead and take all of your gold that you have. We need to pay off our debts. So no one has any claims on Kedah, which is irritating, but hopefully you'll fabricate them. Let's look at Pasai in terms of their navy. Where are they? They're up here, right? They have to be up here. They're there. They're third. The Pasai navy is relatively strong. 28, 5 heavies. We could take that. And their army is... where? 21,000. Okay. Are they on military tech? 10. That is a little bit troublesome. That's the problem with going for a full military tech group immediately, is that you will fall behind in the short term. But if we look at their ideas, yeah, they only have 8 ideas compared to our 14. And we do have access now to the Ottomans. We can look at them and see how they're doing. Ethiopia, pretty strong, although they are currently losing a war against the Arabian states. The Ottomans have eaten parts of Mamluk. Mutapa is doing really well. The Timurids have completely imploded. That is not surprising. They're actually losing a lot of their cores. Persia is actually rather small. I thought they would be doing better. Do they still have their cores? Yeah, they have a lot of cores. But for whatever reason, they're not gaining them back. The Kurds in Ardalan are doing surprisingly well. You don't normally see a independent Kurdish state do well. Tabaristan has 1 province left. Bukhara, though, Bukhara is the big winner in Central Asia. And they're on Muslim tech too. What I would not give to be on Muslim tech. Alright, so I just noticed that we are at 31 minutes, which means this video has hit about its cap on how long I'm willing to let it go. So, in the next episode, we're going to declare war on Pasai and feed our vassal Malacca as much land as we possibly can. But thank you so much for joining me. If you like what you see, consider leaving a comment, a like, or subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.